Don't see what the big fuss is about. This is what the Dearborn Muslim mayor tells Christian man that he's not welcome.
You are a bigot, and you are a racist, and you are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city.
Yes, go ahead. State your name and address.
All right, so this is apparently the beginning in the meeting, and this is what they got to. That was the end result, but this is apparently what happened. This happened September 9th, 2025. So basically 10 days ago.
Thank you. Also say that I'm an apostate, I'm going to hell based on the videos that you dropped. So if I were you, I sit silently.
Okay.
Wow. That is the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan laying.
All right, I want to see that. I don't want to see somebody's commentary over it. I need to see the whole video. Give me a second. All right, let me pull this up. This will probably be a better one.
Our city council meeting doesn't strike you as very exciting, but there's video from a Dearborn one making the rounds on social media tonight that may change your mind.
It was supposed to be a joyous occasion honoring a local journalist, but it turned into a war of words between a citizen and the mayor. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards is live with that story. Lauren.
Guys, I know most city council meetings are rather boring. They're just, going.
All right, so let me go. I found it. There we go. City council meeting.
Person that was supposed to be here. She's pretty new, but she's going to be here a little bit.
All right,
President, we're at our 30 minutes.
No, okay. At this time, I'd like to suspend the rules to get these last two. Is anybody? Can we have a motion?
Motion.
Okay, motion by Councilman Pennimus. Rules should be attached to suspend the rules. Thank you, Mr. Clerk. We'll extend the time.
So I want y'all to see everybody that's up there. A couple white people, and then mostly Hamoud, Enos, I don't know what that is, Abraham, Al-Sawafi, Sarini. So it looks like the majority of the people. Listen, y'all don't understand what Dearborn is, bro. Dearborn is the largest, and when I say the largest, I mean the largest population in the United States of America of Arabic and Muslim people. A lot of people don't know that, but now that we are in this climate, you are starting to find out that this is what we deal with. And so when you talk about people that has come over into the United States of America, this is a huge population. Hamtramck, Dearborn, they're all literally right next to Detroit. So this is what is a thing. When they come in, they all generally move to the same area, and then you got some over in West Bloomfield and stuff like that. And so, but for the most part, it's a large concentration. Bro, if I took y'all down some streets in Dearborn, let me see something. Here, let me play a little bit of this and see what's going on first, and then I'll take y'all down some streets.
We have two more cards. Salsa? No? Did you? I didn't. Mr. Betterham?
Hello, yeah. I would like to talk about the fact that
just your name.
Oh,
please. Yeah.
Thank you. I always forget. Okay. Ted Barham, Dearborn resident. And I'd like to talk about how two intersections have been named after Mr. Omar Siblani. Oh, I apologize. Okay, start again.
Seems like a nice guy.
I want to talk about how two intersections have been named after Mr. Osama Siblani. I just know him by his last name. Sorry about that. Okay, and so I'm sure he's done a lot of good things for the community, starting the Arab American News. But one thing I'm very concerned about, which I think a lot of people in Dearborn would be concerned about, I mean, I could just read his direct quotations. I'll read a couple of them. These are from 2022. So, yeah, he talks about how
Can you tell
The
us what the
blood-
issue is?
Yeah,
Before you start
Councilman Abraham.
reading things, can you just tell us what your concern is?
yeah,
Councilman
my concern is he's a promoter of Hezbollah and Hamas. And,
Okay,
and then,
Mr. Barham?
yeah,
And Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Councilman Abraham, but your point, you're free to address your point, which I just wanted to make sure you're aware. The sign that was placed in that area is a county road and was done by the Wayne County Executive. It's not under control of the city, Dearborn, or City Council. Mayor, is that correct?
Repeat that, I'm so sorry.
The sign that was placed is placed on Warren Avenue, which is a county road, and that was done by the county.
Wayne County did it. It's a symbolic placement.
Yeah.
It's not a-
The county did it, so they do have, we can get you the list of their meeting, and you could go there and speak to the county.
All right, so this is usually what happens. I don't know if this is how it played out in Dearborn, but I know in Detroit and several of the places, if you want to get a street named after you, we have several different streets that's named after civil rights leaders. We have several different streets that have been renamed after different church leaders, which I don't necessarily care for. If you want to get a street renamed after you, all you got to do is basically make a motion, petition the city, and then you got to go out and canvass the neighborhoods. And most of the time, you also just have to get enough signatures and supporters within the community or within that particular block or community. And then what happens is you can basically get the street named after you. And so if you've been a significant force in the community, which I would assume that whatever this name is easier for them to get a street named after them because the majority of the people that live in Dearborn are Arabic. They're Muslim, right? And so he's having a concern and he's saying, listen, this is America. He's being very nice about it. Yep, Pontiac got a Cesar Chavez Avenue. Correct. He's being very nice about it, but he's saying, yo, listen, this is America in so many words, and we don't want it to turn into wherever it is that you guys are from or where you came from.
Commissioners, but we did not have the authority to overrule that or to suspend it. So I wanted to make sure you knew that. So the Wayne County
fine.
Commission is the one that approved that. It's the road of the county, and they're the one that placed it.
Or you can own a whole subdivision and name it cul-de-sac and name it whatever you want.
yes, that's fine. And I did understand that. But I know that there were people in this room who were there at the ceremony for putting those signs up. And also it's in Dearborn. So I'm just speaking as a Dearbornite. There's lots of quotes, but just a couple of quotes here. He talks about how the blood of the martyrs, I'm quoting, irrigates the land of Palestine. And then further quotes, he talks about how the terrorists should strike them with knives and with their bare hands, and they're victorious. And he also encourages the use of rockets over there. And then another quote from 2022, we are the Arabs who are going to lift Palestinians all the way to victory, whether we are in Michigan and whether we are in Jenin. So the reason why I mentioned this is that it sounds like he could be inciting violence in Michigan. Believe me, I'm continuing the quotation. He says, believe
He's
me.
not. I just want to be clear. He can speak for himself.
Well, this is
I'm
speaking for himself.
going to stop you because he's not a violent person. And you can interpret his words any way you want. But I will guarantee you he is not intending to incite violence anywhere in the world.
Thank you, Councilman
He could
Abraham.
defend himself if he were here, but
Sure.
we're not going to allow personal attacks in our community.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just reading his words here.
That's fine, but
They
you're
seem
interpreting his words after you read them. He did not use the word violence, did he?
Well, may I continue the rest of the quote?
Well, if you say you want to read them, you can read them. If you want to interpret and give your own opinion of what he's thinking, that's a different story.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I'd love to discuss this. I just want to finish the quote because there's more. So
Is this
okay, I'll
censorship,
continue.
guys?
Whether we are in Michigan and whether we are in Jenin, believe me, everyone should fight within his means. They will fight with stones. Others will fight with guns. Others will fight with planes, drones, and rockets. Others will fight with their voices, and others will fight with their hands and say, free, free Palestine. So I just find it very concerning. did my 3 minutes include
Yeah,
other
no,
people's
no,
words
that's
as
okay.
well?
There was some dialogue, but as the councilman indicated, and just, we wanted to make sure you be careful when you're talking about incitement or riot, there's legal terminations for that. There's legal precedent for that. And that's what the councilman has indicated, that you're drawing a conclusion that you have the right to draw. But as I indicated, the sign was placed from the county in that location. So did you have anything else you'd like to speak on?
Well, it seems very provocative to have those signs up there. I mean, I also appreciate how he has helped to people to sympathize with, you know, the people of Palestine, people of Lebanon. As you know, I've lived in Lebanon. I also lived in Israel. I've stayed for several weeks in Palestine, and I feel like, but despite that, I feel like having that sign up there, it's almost like having, you know, naming a street Hezbollah Street or Hamas Street. I mean, Hezbollah, you know, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel that's quite inappropriate. And as a Christian, I would like to encourage peace. I'm not just being like, you know, pro-Israel in this and, you know, fight back and that sort of thing. But I would like to encourage peace and not violence. Actually, I'd like to quote from the words of someone who had the same enemy. It was Jewish people who killed Jesus. He was Jewish, but his fellow Jewish people killed him. And he said, the one who lives by the sword will die by the sword. And what I would like to encourage on the other side is peace. He is called the Prince of Peace, and he said, blessed are the peacemakers. And his death at the hands of Jewish people opens the door to peace between Jewish and non-Jewish people. So that's what I would like to actively try to encourage to you. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Byron.
So I don't see anything that he said that was disrespectful. He was very respectful. He was very chill. He expressed his concerns. He didn't say that you had to or anything like that. And honestly, people take people's kindness for weakness, and that's one of the reasons why he's probably about to get cussed out. This is my first time seeing this.
Sure. If you'd like to step forward.
I think the only comment I'm going to make, is not
Mayor?
looking for a rebuttal, is the best suggestion I have for you is to not drive on Warren Avenue, or to close your eyes while you're doing it. His name is up there, and I, spoke at a ceremony celebrating it because he's done a lot for this community. And I think it's quite hypocritical to know that you're approaching this podium when you yourself have videos on YouTube standing in front of my mosque saying the cruelest of things about Muslims, about the religion of Islam, because you are a bigot and you are a racist.
All right, cool. I'm so glad that I looked at the full video. This is why I prefer to look at the full video instead of looking at just a clip. And this is a similar, I'm gonna play the whole thing and I want to play it from the beginning. But the reason why I wanted to look at the whole video is because what I see happening on the right from Republicans is, nope, hear me out. What I see happening from Republicans, I have to be objective. What I see happening from Republicans is they are not playing the full context of the video. The only thing that they are playing, they didn't play none of the part where he said, you want a YouTube video, you're in front of the mosque, you got a whole YouTube channel where you disrespecting what it is that's happening in front of this. They didn't play none of that. The only thing that I've seen in clips on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the only thing that I've seen on every other reaction video from all of these different people is they taking a clip of it and they putting it out there. They're not playing the whole context of everything that was being said. And I got to call out the bullshit. I got to call out the hypocrisy, because they did the same thing to Charlie Kirk. And what they did was a bunch of liberals took a small portion of it. I don't need to know anything about anything. I'm reviewing the video. They took a small portion of it, and that is the talking point that they used in order to emphasize certain things and to try to paint Charlie Kirk as a racist and all of this other stuff. And so I have to be objective. I have to be objective. This is lazy journalism. This is propaganda, in my opinion. And I think that we have to get the full context. Now, I may not necessarily agree with them bringing the culture or renaming streets and all of that, but I want to know the full context. And these people are they not cool. That's not good, bro. That's not good. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do review videos, then you got to play it you got to play it the right way. You got to get a full context. I may not agree with either one of them. I still may be on the other side, but I got the full context now, though, because context matters. Let me rewind this. I want to see his whole argument again.
While you're doing it, his name is up there, and I, spoke at a ceremony celebrating it because he's done a lot for this community.
I'm going to look at his YouTube.
I think it's quite hypocritical to know that you're approaching this podium when you yourself have videos on YouTube standing in front of my mosque saying the cruelest of things about Muslims, about the religion of Islam, because you are a bigot and you are a racist and you are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence. You're somebody who tries to preach it, but in fact, you do everything but that. So I just want to put that on the record.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a problem with anything that he said. I don't have a problem with what the guy said at the guy that said I don't like the street, and I don't have a problem with his response. These are two men being very direct with each other, and he said, I don't like you because this is exactly how you've been doing things, and you've been protesting in front of my mosque. You said some wild stuff, and I know you hateful, and so you may not have said it in this particular meeting, but this is what it is that I stand for. Listen, this ain't no different than what they do on every single side. Republicans across the board call out the bullshit, and they say, listen, I'm not about to be politically correct. I don't like you, and I'm going to throw a parade when you leave because you don't believe in coexisting with me. Listen, I know y'all wanted me to be one way, but I watched the entire video, and I need to know what his YouTube channel is. Let me see it.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, I know that you're back on the mic. 1 second. Sir, yes, go ahead. State your name and address.
God bless you, Mayor. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Also say that I'm an apostate, I'm going to hell based on the videos that you dropped. So how are you? I sit silent.
Okay. Thank you. We don't want to have any outbursts. Mr. Andrea? All right, I'm sorry. I missed it. All right,
Mr. President, we're at our 30 minutes.
No, get these last two. Supported by Councilman Enos. Extend the time. Betterham?
Hello, yeah. I would like to talk about the fact that
Just your name,
Oh,
please. Yeah. Thank
so I
you.
always forget. Okay, Ted Barham, Dearborn resident. Oh,
Please. Yeah. Thank
so
you.
I always forget. Okay, Ted Barham.
Ted Barham or Ted Barnum? Is it Ted Barham or Ted Barnum? Somebody, if y'all can find the YouTube channel, then let me know what the YouTube channel is. Ted Barnum or Ted Barham?
But the last one that happened here in the city of Dearborn, it got heated and exchanged all over this sign that is behind me right here on a guy. But a resident had to say something about it, and so did the mayor. Take a listen.
Let me look at Fox News real quick. I want to see Fox's coverage of it.
Outrage over comments at a city council meeting in Dearborn, Michigan. The Muslim mayor telling a Christian minister he was, quote, not welcome in the city after the minister expressed concern about a new street sign honoring a controversial pro-Palestine supporter of Hamas and Hezbollah terror groups. Watch.
He talks about how the blood of the martyrs, I'm quoting, irrigates the land of Palestine. And then further quotes. He talks about how the terrorists.
You are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade.
He shut me down, like you saw.
Ted Barnum. All right, let me go and look at his stuff. What y'all say the name of his channel is? It is Dearborn Discussions 5659. All right, let me go and find that.
Christians love you as much as they love themselves.
Yeah, I feel like some may be negative towards other Muslims around here, but I think for the most part they're pretty positive.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you have some Christian friends where you find that they
Yeah,
are.
I have some Christians. I play on a basketball team, and like the majority are Christians.
Yeah, they are good. They are friendly.
In name of
This is weird, bro.
I was living in Palestine and Israel for a few months this year. Now I'm back in Dearborn. I live here, and I have a message for my fellow Dearborn residents and for other people who live in the Metro Detroit area and whoever else might be watching this. Like all of you, I'm so sorry about what is happening over there right now. It was the biggest massacre of Jewish people since the Holocaust. And now, of course, there are thousands of people in Gaza.
Would you email me? Somebody said they just emailed me. Oh man, I don't feel like doing all of this. This is some stuff that I would have to do separately. Protection. Let me see something.
He was very angry. He said, "Get out of town," etc. I mean, he spoke for himself, so I don't need to repeat what he said. And I responded by saying, "God bless you, Mayor. God bless you, sir."
Ari, what grace in that individual. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of former governor, now mayoral candidate in New York, Andrew Cuomo. When he was governor, he told conservatives to leave New York State, if you remember that. If you don't agree with me, you're not welcome here, thinking that the left has. Bill Maher actually talked about this last week, that they won't break bread with you. They won't listen to you. They don't want you. Conservatives don't do that in equal number to the way the left does. There's a tolerance and acceptance, and there has to be. That is the hallmark of America, to accept our differences, debate our differences, and then try to unify as best we can while knowing we have differences. You can't.
Let me go to some of these conservative platforms. Matt Walsh.
These people come here and they say, okay, now all of you in America, you people who welcomed us, who allowed us to come, now you must do as we say. People like this are not welcome. Post Millennial reports a heated exchange at a Dearborn City Council meeting last week has sparked controversy after Mayor Abdullah Hammoud told a Christian resident he was not welcome in the city for objecting to new street signs honoring an Arab news publisher that has supported terrorism. Edward Ted Barham, who identified himself as a longtime Dearborn resident, voiced concerns during the public comment period about Wayne County's decision to Palestine to naming a wreck. And then we have the comments from the mayor. In fact, we have a video here, so we'll go ahead and play the video. So this is that's the setup. That's what this guy was objecting to. And the mayor, what's this guy's name again? Mayor Abdullah Hammoud had this to say in response. Listen.
I mean, Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here.
See, that's what I don't like again, bro. It's like he didn't even speak that long. He didn't even speak that long to where you couldn't put the full context of what he was saying. And so what they did was they cut out the entire first part of it. And again, I don't really care whether you agree with one guy or you agree with the other guy. What I don't like is that they cut out an entire portion of it in order to try to justify instead of giving the full context. And I like full context. Now, I understand that if you got to make a small clip or whatever, so on and so forth. But again, I think it's irresponsible. I don't like it. And I think that this is the same thing that we was complaining about when it came to correct. I feel you, Megan. Even with the full context, I disagree with the mayor. And that's fair. That's fair. He was not long-winded. He was not long-winded. He didn't even talk for 2 minutes. He didn't even talk for 1.5 minutes, I don't believe, in his response. The real context is this. The real context is this, is that they know each other. They familiar with each other. They already got beef with each other, and it seemed like they already feel some type of way with each other. And so it's now spilling over into more of it, bro. Come on, man. Listen. Let's say, for example, that one of the big backs that continues to make, videos about me, right? Let's say somebody that I've had that I'm familiar with. I know we ran, I see them doing stuff. They've been disrespecting my chick and all of this stuff on the internet. And then they come up and they say, yes. And, we end up meeting and they say, yes. And I don't visit. And then I call them out for what it is. I say, listen, man, I know you big back. I'm familiar with your work. I seen how disrespectful you was previous to that. And I'm not really feeling you. And so listen, you hateful, you evil, and I don't necessarily care for the way that you go about doing things. And you might be playing nice right now, but you know what? When they get to you, I'm going to celebrate the fact that you up out of there. So that's what I'm saying. You got to get the full context before you just sit here, because they familiar with each other. And it's not even just what he put on YouTube. It's also probably what they interact with in real life. So I am able to use, me personally, I believe that I'm better able to use my context clues to better understand exactly what's going on here. I am better able to use my context clues to better understand what is going on here. And so again, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's right or the other one is wrong, but I like, me personally, I like it when people are direct. I like it when people just say exactly what they feel and how they feel. I'm not a fan of people pretending to be cool with each other. I think that civil debate is just that. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about you and I'm going to be direct with you. When did we start getting to the point to where men couldn't say exactly what it is that they felt directly to the person, especially when they're standing in front of them to their face? I'm not offended. I'm going to be honest with you, Tia Marie. I don't believe that either one of them is wrong. Look, now y'all getting all extra. The mayor is slandering him. Stop, bro. Stop. Don't do it, bro. Stop it, y'all. Y'all not that sensitive. You say more crazy stuff to your homeboy when you going back and forth with him on the game. You say we talk more reckless to each other on after hours. We talk more reckless to each other on after hours. If that is offensive to y'all, honestly, If that is offensive to y'all, then I think that y'all need to get thicker skin. Nemo LA says, this is the mayor. Nigga, have y'all seen what Trump say? And I love Trump. Trump will call a nigga out of his name immediately. Governor Newsom. That he talk about the weight of J.B. Pritzker over in Chicago. Stop, man. Stop. Don't do this, y'all. Don't do this. Because I have to be objective. I'm a conservative. I love Trump, but we going to have to just be real and we going to have to be straight up. That ain't even close to some of the stuff that I done seen said on both sides of the aisle from both blue and red. But he offended him. Stop it. Stop it. We're not going to do that. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for one side is good for the other side. And we don't have to agree, but at the same time, let's be for real. Let's be for real, man. Y'all not going to sit here and gaslight me today. Not on a Friday. Not on a Friday. Trump told the man, he said, I heard you got kicked out of your family business, and I heard you lost a little bit of weight. It ain't going to help you to win the presidency. I can guarantee you that. He don't give a fuck. Trump don't care. He say what he wants, and I love it. And I love it. I love it when Trump just say exactly what it is when it is. And if I'm going to do it on that side, then I got to be willing to, okay, so he said, I don't necessarily care for you, man. I seen you outside of the mosque. You disrespectful. You don't believe in coexisting. I'm going to celebrate it when you leave. Okay, so what's the problem? Come on, man. We got to stop being so easily offended at everything. Everything ain't, oh my God, I can't believe you said it. Stop, bro. Stop being so easily offended at everything. Alton Bright says, yeah, man, dudes was playing ball the other day, and I heard one guy said to another one, you can suck a whole bag of dicks. We done been on the court all the time. Dude following you too hard, you get the N1. Check up, nigga. You can't check me, ho. I'ma dog you. I'ma embarrass you. Hey, ISO. He can't check me. You better switch up. You better switch up. Embarrassing this nigga. We gonna send him home. We sending him home right now. I come from a space where it's you ain't, hey, it is what it is, and we gonna leave it on the court. And ain't nobody hurt about it. Ain't nobody tripping about it. We about to go get some holes right afterwards. We gonna have a good time. We probably gonna be talking shit when we play 2K later on tonight when it get dark outside. Y'all must be coming up in the era where everything is soft. Oh my God. You can't check me. I guarantee you. I will put you out the pasture today, right now. You can't check me. I'm all net. No rim. All net, no rim. You can't check me. Seriously. And then when you beat them, get these motherfuckers off the court, man. Who got next? No, nigga. Yeah, that's cool, but keep talking on the sideline. That's cool, but keep talking on the sideline. I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing what we do. Get your next three. We running it. Hey, who got next? What's up? Y'all ready? You got your two? You got your three? You got your, all right, come on, let's roll. We going that way this time. Ain't nobody tripping about it. Ain't nobody offended. Ain't nobody bothered. Everybody wasn't tripping. Now all of a sudden, no, but he's the mayor. Stop it, bro. Stop it. It ain't, we got to stop being that sensitive, bro. It ain't even about that. Niggas is soft.